The latest update for Cyberpunk 2077 is out today for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC players. Nintendo Switch 2 owners will have to wait slightly longer. If you're confused, it's understandable. CD Projekt RED said fairly unequivocally that it wrapped up support for the FPS RPG. Phantom Liberty launched alongside the massive 2.0 overhaul in 2023. Patch 2.1 finally added the Metro system and many other quality-of-life features, and it seemed like the redemption journey was complete, roughly 3 years after launch. However, the team decided that wasn't enough and partnered with Virtuos for patch 2.2. It went live last December as a surprise, introducing the ability to customize your vehicle colors with new RayField CrystalCoat. Photo mode was overhauled with options for full collision, locking the camera, and adding light sources. The character creator received numerous new options, including fresh eye colors, face scars, and new cyberwave options. If that wasn't enough, Johnny Silverhand could join you while out on a drive after progressing enough through the story. So what does patch 2.3 have to offer, especially since it's similar in scope to patch 2.2? Believe it or not, even more options to improve immersion and really help players, new or otherwise, to take in the sights.
Drive!
Hold tight! Okay. I need a sit rep.
One of the most significant new features is also one that I'm surprised took this long to be added to the game: AutoDrive. Yes, you can finally set a destination or select a job, and V's vehicle will take them there automatically, while abiding by the traffic rules, hopefully. Of course, you stop when attacked, but otherwise, this is a great way to pick a random objective that's popped up, an NCPD call, a new gig, a fresh cyberpsycho sighting, and seamlessly travel there. If that isn't enough, you can call a Delamain cab and have it drive you to your destination. Sit in the back seat, either alone or with Johnny. This is more of a fan service thing for those who probably wanted to reunite with Delamain following the outcome of his side job. It may not feel significant, especially when there's AutoDrive, but much like the Metro, having the option feels nice, almost like the world of Cyberpunk 2077 is still evolving in its own little ways. Regardless of whether you opt to AutoDrive or take a cab, there's a new cinematic camera that provides different angles as you seamlessly cruise through Night City. Think of it as an alternative to simply peering out in first or third person all the time and really observing your surroundings. But what if you want to endlessly observe the city while driving? AutoDrive lets you do that as well. And if you're looking for new wheels to do this in, 4 new wheels are being added. The Yaiba ARV-Q3040 Semimaru from the comic Cyberpunk 2077 Kickdown, the RayField Caliburn Mordred, the Yaiba ASM R250 Muramosa motorcycle, and the Chevion Legatus 450 Aquila truck. The Muramosa requires purchasing 3 vehicles from AutoFixer and owning a Yaiba vehicle. Meanwhile, the Aquila is purchasable directly from AutoFixer rather than by completing any associated gig. CrystalCoat has also received some updates. You can now use it to customize more vehicles, and its functionality finally extends to motorcycles. Hilariously lower-end vehicles can make use of a cracked version, complete with a glitched screen. It would have been enough to add as a feature and not think too much about it, but I appreciate the extra effort to justify it lore-wise. Photo mode users are making out like bandits once again with all the new additions. 27 new NPCs to add to shots, from the Mox's Rita Wheeler to various fixers and the Cassell twins, whose alternative outfits can be swapped out. Options for adjusting the time of day and weather, throw in some acid rain because why not, and even game speed, which sees in-game time moving normally for some sick time lapses. That's only a handful of new features, and while I'm not the biggest photo mode enjoyer, some of the work that fans have put into their shots have been exceptional, and it's great to give them even more tools to play with. In terms of graphical options, AMD FSR 4 support is finally here, but PC players need to wait until the corresponding AMD drivers go live at a later date. On the bright side, AMD FSR Frame Generation 3.1 is available immediately and can be combined with any upscaler. Intel GPU users also get XeSS 2.0 and XeSS frame generation alongside HDR10 plus gaming support. PS5 and Xbox Series X and S players can also rejoice, because variable refresh rate support is also added. When you take a step back and look at all of this, you might debate how impactful any of these features are. After all, there's no PS5 Pro support, which CD Projekt RED hasn't ruled out but has no plans for either. New Game Plus still isn't available, and some fans want a third-person camera for some reason. The biggest thing is likely that there are no new quests or stories to experience, and I can empathize.
Good work. I got a bogey in my crosshairs. Next one, a couple of times. Take him down.
When we're done with you, your family's next.
We got nowhere to run.
However, the fact that CD Projekt RED continues to support the game is commendable, not just because it moved on 2 years ago to work on Project Orion, the sequel, but also because it's implementing features that the community has wanted for a long time. You may not think of AutoDrive as a big deal, but someone who restarted the game on different platforms twice, don't ask, this would have been an excellent feature to have while attempting to complete all of the Regina gigs before leaving Watson. New vehicles are always a plus, as are the new upscaling and console VRR options, since they even allowed more players to enjoy the game in their preferred way. Above all else, updates like these really do add to the Night City experience while also addressing any lingering bugs and glitches, which means an even better experience for any new player. And while I've had my fill of Night City, returning for a new playthrough will be even more worthwhile, given all the new options and features. Like anyone else, I'd love to see CD Projekt RED and Virtuos deliver something like New Game Plus, even if it needs to go beyond simply carrying everything over and bumping up numbers. But aside from that, the real question is, where does the game go from here? What other patches could the team possibly unveil? Do I dare hope for some new content to tie into Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2? Regardless, patches like 2.3 are akin to dessert after the main course. They're not necessary to enjoy the excellent story, the combat, the build crafting, the world building, and quests. It's the commitment to improving the game. Even though it's just bug fixes and photo mode options, that's appreciated. Even as CD Projekt RED moves forward with Orion into a potential new era, the fact that it hasn't forgotten what ultimately led it to this point, and beyond, bodes well for the future. Hey, did you know that we at GamingBolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.